Alright, so we're going to lie down on our backs to start off with. Okay, hands down by your side, rolling your shoulders down and draw that tummy in. From here, we're going to start by lifting our right leg up into a tabletop position, extending it out nice and long, drawing it back in, and then place it back down. Left leg, we're going to lift it up to tabletop. Extend and reach, draw it in, and place that foot back down. Keeping this going, just alternating one leg and the other. Lift, extend, in, and down. Just lift, extend, in, and down. Nice. Keeping this going. Alrighty, so we're just lifting that one leg up, which means that we're going to maintain a neutral spine. So there'll be a slight lift through that lower back. So keep on thinking about that tummy drawing in towards you. Being mindful that when you draw your leg back in, that you stop when your knee comes in line with that hip and place it back down. Let's go one more each side. Alrighty, keeping both feet down, keep those legs hip distance apart. We're going to start to lift up into our bridges. So keeping those arms relaxed down by your side, pulling that belly button in. We're going to start to tuck our pelvis, switching that booty on. Press and lift your hips up towards the sky, and then slowly start to lower all the way back down. We're going to scoot, lift up, and lower back down. Keeping this going, squeeze and press. Lower down. Really thinking about pushing into your heels to get those hamstrings to switch on. Let's just go 2 more here, squeeze. And lower. 1 more. Lift, hold it there. Squeeze up 1 more inch if you can for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly roll all the way back. Good. We're going to bring our hands behind our head, so lace your fingers together. Thumbs run down the back of your neck, keep your elbows wide and your shoulders down. From here, chin is slightly tucking towards your chest. And we're going to lift head, neck, and shoulders up. And then lower down. We're going to inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. As you lift, you want to think about your ribs sliding down towards your hips and your ribcage lacing and squeezing in together. Just go for 2 more here. Last one. Hold it there for 3, 2, and 1. Gently roll it down. Good. Alright, give your legs a little bit of a hug. Just rock from side to side. Great. We're going to roll onto our right hand side. Arm is down nice and long. Your bottom leg, so that right leg is out nice and straight. Your left leg is going to come up and over. That knee is just resting on the floor. You're going to have your left hand just resting on the floor as well. We're going to flex our right toes. Keep that right knee nice and straight. Inner thigh lift. Squeeze that leg up and lower it down. Squeeze and release. Making sure that there's no tension through those shoulders. So we're not all hunched up through here, but relax them down. And even though we're lying on our side and focusing on our legs, you still want to think about your tummy drawing in and away from your mat. That way you're working a bit through your oblique as well. Just 4, 3, 2. Holding your next one up. We're going to go little pulses here, little squeezes, little lifts. Up and up. 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Good. From here, you're going to bend that bottom leg in so that your legs are nice and stacked, one on top of the other. You're going to draw your knees up in line with your hips and your ankles in line with your knees, like you're sitting on a chair. You can have your head propped up, or you can have it resting down. Lifting through the underneath side of that waist once more. We're going to lift our top leg and open. Up and down. Lift and lower. You want to work those glutes a little bit more. Just grab a stretch band and you can put it above your knees. But you're still getting a bit of a workout even without the band. Let's go for 2 more. Holding your next one up, we're going to stretch that leg all the way out. Flexing that foot. You are then going to bend your knee, bring it in line with your hip, and then stretch it back out. Bending in, stretching it out. Making sure that your body is staying nice and still, so keep pulling your belly button in towards you, keeping your shoulders nice and relaxed. It's just that leg moving through your hip. As you bring that leg forward, make sure that the foot comes forward with you, that it's not being left behind. Draw it forward, and then press back. 4, 3, 2. Holding that leg out nice and long. We're going to do a little lift, lower, little lift, and lower. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Bringing that leg back in. Give that butt a little tap out if you need to. Great. We're going to roll onto our bellies. Legs are hip distance apart. We're going to push our pubic bone down into your mat, and we're going to come up onto our forearms. From here, guys, if you can, bring your knuckles together. So you want to make sure that you're lifting away from the mat, shoulders are back, and you're pulling that tummy in. We're going to take 2 quick little knee flicks with your right leg. So we're going to squeeze in, and out. In, and out. Squeeze, squeeze, release. In, and out. Just keeping your eye forward and down rather than lifted up and crunching into that neck. Looking down, more on a diagonal. Four, 3, 2, last one. Bringing yourself down. Hands are going to come out to the side in a 90-degree angle. You're going to rest your forehead down on your mat. Keep pushing your pubic bone into your mat. Draw your shoulders in. Think about lifting your tummy away from your mat. From here, we're going to press into our hands. Use our upper back muscles. And we're going to lift our head, neck, and shoulders up. And then lower back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale to lower. Press it up. And down. Lift. And lower. If you would like to add on a progression, you're going to lift your hands up as well at the same time. If that's too much for your upper back, keep your hands down and use them to help support you on your lift and lower. Four, 3, 2, and 1. Resting it down. We're going to press back into our child's pose. Toes together, knees apart. And roll it on up. Great. Alrighty, if you've got weights close by, grab those. We're going to come up to kneeling. If kneeling doesn't work for you, always better to come up to standing if you need to. If you've got troubles kneeling on your knees, just come up to standing. Grabbing hold of your weights, one in each hand. Your knees or your feet, if you're standing, are hip distance apart. Holding onto your weights with your hands, give those shoulders a little roll. Drawing your tummy in so that your body stays still. We're going to lift our hands straight forward in front of us and lower back down. We're lifting straight forward and lower. With this one, be mindful that as your hands come up, that you're not sort of leaning your body back. You want to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Nothing else is moving, just those arms. lifting and lowering. Go for 3, 2. Lift and hold your next one up. We're going to bicep curl here. So bending your elbows, bring your hands next to your face, and then extend back out. Drawing it in and out. So again, watch that when your hands come in, that you're not leaning back. You're keeping your body upright, nice and tall. 4, 3, 2. Hold your next one in. We're going to open out to the side and squeeze back in. Open out to the side, squeeze it back in. As you open, don't let your chest pop forward. Keep those arms slightly in front of you the whole time. 3, 2. Holding it out, you're going to take your hands down and then squeeze back up. Down, squeeze back up. This is more for your rotator cuff. If this position is a little achy on those shoulders, you can bring your hands down and just come forward and open. You are working those rotator cuffs still, you're just not adding on with the top part of your shoulder, your deltoid. Or starting to pinch into your upper traps. Keep those shoulders pulling away from your ears. And press it down and lift. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Bring those hands up, reach those arms long, and rest them down. Give those shoulders a nice big roll. Good. Popping your weights down, we're going to lie down on our left hand side for our inner thigh lift first. Feeling all the way down, bringing your right leg up and over. Your left leg is out nice and straight. Flexing those toes, letting your head rest down. Right hand is on the floor. Relax those shoulders down and back. Start to squeeze and lift that leg up and down. So lift and lower. Keeping your hips stacked one on top of the other, making sure that you're not rolling on that pelvis. And keeping that tummy drawing in. For 4, 3, 2. Last one. Just resting it down. Bringing that leg in underneath your other one. So you've got your knees in line with your hips and your ankles in line with your knees. From there, start to lift and open that top leg up and down. Up and down. Stretch that leg all the way out. Flexing your toes up towards your knee. Let's start to bend that leg in. And then stretch it back out. Bring it in. Stretch it out. Four, three, two. Hold your next one all the way out. You're then going to lift your leg up a little and down. Lift a little and down. So keeping it really small. As you lower, try not to let that leg just clunk down to the floor. Control that lower. Squeeze and lower. Good. Keep lifting up through the side of your body, keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. Making sure that there's no lift or tension through that bottom leg as well. 4, 3, 2, the last one, and resting it down. Nice work. We're going to come onto a 4-point kneel. Setting up for our plank to finish off. So, a couple of different options. Remember, you can always stay just on your knees and on your forearms, holding it there. You can lift your knees off. You can go hands and knees into your half plank there, or you can lift your knees up into your high plank. Whatever works for you, find your position, and we're going to hold it there. So try and scoot that pelvis under, roll your shoulders down and back, and really squeeze that tummy in. And we're holding it. Spreading out all 10 fingers and pressing into your fingertips and your knuckles. Ten more seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Wherever you are, we're going to sit back into that child's pose one more time. And slowly roll all the way back up. Give those shoulders a little roll. We're going to stretch those arms out quickly. So you can stay kneeling or seated. Bring one arm across. Working over that shoulder. Gently release, reach that hand up towards the sky, grabbing hold of that wrist, and just lift yourself up and over. Holding it there. 3, 2, and 1. Returning up. Gently release. Other side, draw it across, looking over. Good, release, reach that hand up, where we hold, a little lift. Good, and release, give those shoulders a little roll. All right, we're gonna come up, tuck your toes under, into a little crouch. Feet are about hip distance apart. We're then gonna take a nice deep breath in, On your exhale, you're gonna stick your butt up towards the sky into a little bit of a hamstring stretch. So you wanna try and stretch out behind those knees as much as possible. If you need to keep a bit of a bend, that's okay. Just keeping that head nice and heavy. Bending your knees and slowly roll all the way back up. Good. We're all done, you guys, for today. Thank you so much for your awesome work. Any questions or feedback, let us know. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your day.